Head up. We'll just do them in order. Sounds good. That's not a load screen, by the way. It just never changes until you hit certain buttons. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table. We haven't seen her in a while, since we saw her lift them weights.
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here? Why are you two together?
Was she from the Midwest?
Oh, well, it's... Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night.
Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You could even live with me if you want.
That's a great idea.
I've been watching.
The I have right now really sucks.
This
girl.
But you moved in. All right, you know what? You know what the hell, dude?
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
Okay. How about let's push her. Yeah, step on
I
it.
told you this already. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
I will.
Look.
She's lying?
She's lying to me. So she lives with me, if you're not aware. But then we caught her in the beginning. We caught her with an ice pick in her hand, and her mother was murdered with an ice pick. So there's that whole thing.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
Then
what are you gonna do? Scold me or something? Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
yes. Why are you holding
I'm
that?
not angry. In
Why are you
fact,
holding
I'm
that
feeling
trident?
good.
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
There's such a good... I don't know why they call it a maid cafe. It's like... This obviously isn't a maid cafe, alright? Under the sea world. Iris. You know this mermaid?
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work, too. We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff. Blow those boys away!
Nope.
Blow
Nope.
those boys away!
Stop it.
Yeah, blow those boys.
Yeah, that's not...
Mizuki, You really shouldn't say that.
I knew it was coming. You guys are horrible influences.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
You're wearing those weird finger duster gloves. Knuckle dusters? Mermaid! We're not gonna x-ray the mermaid. It doesn't show her boobs! Alright, fine, we'll x-ray her. I'll show you. It shows a skeleton. See? Not even a problem.
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Dude,
Yesterday?
I can't believe we
I was
haven't.
here
It's
yesterday.
been 4 days since the murder. He's been like a suspect, and we haven't.
It was
interviewed.
after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Oh, it is a little stalker kid who loves pink
You
hair
didn't
girl.
ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed him.
What do you like in men?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
Yeah, and
That's
some
a
warts.
mouthful.
Everyone has warts. What was he doing here?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Ooh, she said either. That's interesting. All right, what about your relationship
Mizuki comes here a lot.
with her?
She's really friendly
I
with everyone.
suppose.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
Hmm.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The Okiura family is really something else.
All right,
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick.
uh-oh.
He was pale and sweating a lot.
Must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Listen, lady. Why does it want me to x-ray her so bad? Look for the... No. Why does it keep... Why would it want me to x-ray? Oh, wait. Oh. She with child? I saw a thing. Wait, let's...
Those are some nice hip bones.
Don't know. Alright, never mind. I'm sorry. It just kept giving the thing, like putting it in my face. I was like, alright.
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby.
Oh, no.
I got hired by Lemniscate all because of him.
Yeah, it's
Iris
just,
used to stream
what do they
all
call
her
it?
own
The
content,
grooming her to be a child star?
like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscate.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscate. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
Ah, my neck hurts. Alright. Well, I think we're done here. Mizuki, sitting there. I am not going to look at your invisible body.
Sunfish Pocket Riddle! There was a kid playing hide and seek who hid in a barrel. But he was found right away.
Mhm.
Why?
Well,
There was obviously a hole in the barrel.
The lid was
Oh,
on.
I see.
Man.
I got it. Because there was a hole in the barrel.
Correct!
There we go.
That was amazing!
Yes.
Dante, you're a genius.
I know.
Well, I'm nothing special.
No, I am.
Damn you.
My AI couldn't even figure that, and she's the computer that lives in my eye. You like dancing, right? Uh-oh.
More than sleeping and eating. Well, maybe about the same as eating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've always loved moving my body ever since I was a little girl.
And you're fast, too.
What?
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
What does
Were
that
you
have to
always
do
the
with
English?
dancing?
That's amazing.
Hey, want to hear something cool?
Sure.
Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want to race?
No?
Sure. Let me get the chance.
Can't we just eat Long John Silver's here and smoke some cigarettes? I just want to get out of this. Yeah, you're still sitting there. Could you show me your dance?
Right here?
Oh, I want to see too.
Me too.
I would also like to see
How many
that.
seconds is 241? Divided by 60.
I don't know.
Come on, just show
That's
us.
4. 6 times 4 is 24. 4
All
seconds of...
I'll go set up.
I'm driving like 4 seconds of frames every so often. I'm not going to worry about it.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist.
Sweet.
Hey! Iris, we're ready.
Dude, we got the dance seat.
All right, world, get ready. See my dance. Invincible Rainbow Arrow.
No.
Hit it.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Oh, it's not. Pretty good.
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine. A journey through time.
It's like a They Might Be Giants song. I like it.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre, fruit never expires.
I actually want to hear him do it.
You've seen in your life. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds.
And she has the cadence of They Might Be Giants.
The one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade.
This is good. I'm digging it.
With wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let the sparks of this world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
Dude, that was actually, dude, that was fire. I'm sorry, dude. For this way, like it was written in English or some shit. Like that made sense. It was fire. I'm sorry. I'm calling fire
That
on that.
song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics.
Dude, hats off.
So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
Damn, dude. I was like expecting, I mean, it was super cheesy, but I was like considering the genre. Rarely do they rhyme in English because they're written in Japanese. Iris, summarize, please.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
We're gonna go to the shrine, please. Man, that hit me by mistake. Dude, usually I'm not awestruck by that. I think it was because it sounded like they might be giants, and that's like a little niche artist I'm into. You're like, make a hole with a gun perpendicular.
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
This is why every person who plays VR chat thinks they need an ailment. They watch animes and they're like, wait, the protagonist always has some weird ailments. Or no, the side protagonist? What do you call it when it's the love interest always has some ailment and the protagonist saves her from it. I gotta go urinate one more time. I'll be right back. If you need to pull back the slider just to listen to that badass song again, this would be a perfect time. All right, I'm back. Ah, sweet urine. Iris. What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
So you're not looking at it, you're thinking about it. Hey, please say flower when I say your thoughts. What are you thinking about?
It's nostalgic.
Oh, never mind.
This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle.
Oh no.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about...
Hitomi's lover.
Ah, the gangsta. Wait, is it gonna be that mama guy? Moma?
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's
Sorry
not like
about
we
the
came
mouse.
here right away.
He's already
Mouse never
taken
goes
off.
away.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here.
What?
It appears we've wasted our time.
About this shrine though?
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto.
Here's your
There are
Japanese
legends about
lessons.
this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot.
Damn.
It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Huh. About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
No,
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was
Ah,
little.
shoot.
That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Immortality, huh?
Not interested?
No, not really.
Yeah, who wants to live
I'd
forever?
rather have normality than immortality.
What about immortality? Get it? Nope. And, what are you looking at? Curious about the flower Iris is looking at. Flower?
It's too far to...
It's too dark, too.
Night vision. Left. Flower.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris.
Ooh, it's the winter iris. Winter iris. That means...
Yeah. How did you know?
Because I have
It's the
night
same kind
vision.
that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye.
Yeah.
And the Greek goddess of rainbows.
Did I mention that when I started this
messenger goddess.
playthrough?
I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's
Yeah.
why the flower means good news
I
and
got
hope.
sunfish in my pocket and the other ones in a fish stick. All right.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
All right, fine. All right, we're gonna go on a date here, I guess.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But Maybe
I'm here
I'm
now.
a ghost.
Nice.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But
And
maybe
they go
they're not
all the
legs.
way up to your
Maybe
neck.
they're my boobs.
That makes no sense. You were insane, child. I tried to picture Iris' breasts swinging down there, and then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
Yeah, it's a Stargate.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation.
I like
Tell
it.
me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Yeah. Not a lot there. You know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah.
Oh, of
Technology
course.
related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses.
In the form
They can
of
even cure cancer.
Martin
and they go
Short.
beep,
Or
beep,
is it
beep.
Rick Moranis in
That's what Mom
Inner
said.
Space?
Well, I don't know if it was like beep beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people
I think
can
it was
even
Martin
afford
Short
it.
in Inner
My college
Space,
professor
right?
said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate.
Damn.
Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Binary
The sync
solo.
machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that.
Yes.
This allows them to access neural
There's gotta
circuitry.
be a tiny dick joke in there
During
somewhere.
a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
So, do you know about the bubble?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right?
Yeah,
Inside
sure.
the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Oh. So drugs are smaller than that. You know about the WAD jets system?
Guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Here's how the sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down.
You
Let me
turn
explain how
the
syncing
levers
works.
and water comes out.
Sinkers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables. And on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
Nope.
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the Optic Canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the Optic Canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Yeah, I wouldn't just call it a chunk of protein, but you know.
Once the
Most
nanocables arrive
complex
at their
part of our,
destination, they can
like-
begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some
The
planes have two
driver's
control
ed
sticks?
cars used to have two, right?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have two people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Here's how sync works.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Dude, this game's probably going deeper. I thought we were
Thank you for
almost
explaining
done.
it. I don't
Been
completely
nearly
understand how
3
sync
hours.
works, but still.
Well, at 3 hours, I'm
don't
gonna
tell
stop.
anyone.
Well,
This is
I'm
extremely
probably gonna stop
confidential.
after this exchange
It's
and do
okay, I
something
won't.
else.
Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Summarize.
Hey, Date. You saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in So's dream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
Right. We'll go to the diner. We'll finish this. We got probably take 15 minutes. If this is the rest of our day, it might be like a hilarious way to end this.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Harish watched him go and took a seat. Oh, he works here. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me
Isn't
stomach
that fried
cramps.
egg fried rice
Is that
or
a
something?
compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Like a really hanging out with a really thirsty guy in VR chat. Like every guy in VR chat.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
Decided to tell Oda about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
You've been here before.
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Iris is sitting in front of me. Ota. Where's your mama?
I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not
Yeah.
shovel forage.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Sorry, loser. Gonna bang your chick.
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat,
Yeah, it's
Date.
poisoned eggs. Okay, are we done with this date? About the pillar
Hey,
level.
Can you tell me about this parallel
That's how
world
words
idea in more
work.
detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing.
No, it's
Why
not.
exactly is that?
It's not.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go! 1, 2, 3, shoot!
What should I throw out? Obviously, it's gonna be paper.
Shoot!
She threw rock.
Yeah!
Oh, easy does it.
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
Aw, I lost. But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
See what?
Let me see.
No. Why are you a
I'll
pervert?
kill you if you say it.
See... seal. I meant seal.
Yeah, I want to hear
Seal?
you sing "Kiss
Not
from
the
a Rose."
serious recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
No, Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom 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 nom.
Tessa, what are you doing?
Who knows?
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? You won, and you made me be a seal for some reason. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I got a prize from you.
If I had chosen rock or paper...
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explain that, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Sounds really
You know the
interesting,
Million
Tessa.
Man March?
I know some
Yeah.
urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of
That would
two
just be-
sisters.
2 million balls. I've heard people talking about it. It's 100 million
This world
balls.
is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that
Yeah,
means humans
he's
would
talking
never
about
be
the
born.
butterfly
And
effect.
even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Honestly, I don't agree with it. I'd say it's extremely high. I say maybe we exist in the worst possible case scenario, and I say that with all the universes and galaxies and everything that came from it, and primordial ooze being the way it is and all that stuff, I'd say we hit the lottery for being the least likely scenario as to what could have happened. See, everyone likes to look at the other, well, judging on what we know, and I'm like saying no. This is like the fact that it's so hard to find other life in the galaxy and stuff. It's like, I feel like if anything were to go a smidge in the other direction, there'd be life everywhere in the galaxy. It'd be like Star Trek. There'd just be tons of life everywhere. I feel like you can say that, but if one atom was out of place, we'd never be here. Or maybe there'd be 1 billion people around. Who knows, right?
Dante, look at this picture.
Iris pulled up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
Really?
The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki.
Dude.
Isn't that weird? In other words,
'Cause it
everyone
looks like
thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside
That was
all
crazy
humans.
because I thought the same thing. Like, one was all bubbly and one was all kiki. That's crazy.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There
Or the
exists a
Borg.
second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
What? Dude, that booba and
Imagine a
key.
box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle.
The heck?
I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Why do I sound so goofy when I'm in that weird world where I got the syncing, but then like when Aiba's like talking about this stuff, she's like sounds like an older lady.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
What?
There are lots of examples. Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
It's true.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Well, there's
Or that
poor
electric
people
mouse
in
from that video game.
it.
You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos.
Well, I mean, all the-
historical events,
okay.
And little things. The
All
Mandela
the-
effect is everywhere.
The video
Why do you
is
think that
black
is?
and white.
Because
Poor
those
people
memories
was-
are from parallel worlds?
No,
That would explain it.
that doesn't
I guess.
explain it. There was 4 people in the car. There was what's his name in the front who took some of the bullets, his wife, and then the driver. It's fun to have food for thought.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have
One sec.
experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
The heck is going on? Maybe you belong with this dude. Dude, I like this conversation.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B
Yeah.
asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. she's nowhere to be seen. She thinks,
Be seen?
I
I get
wonder
it.
where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah,
What?
what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
It's like Schrodinger's cat, kinda, I guess. What about the others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, maybe.
You're speaking like theoretical is true. All right, you lost me on that.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers, so they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
The lost friend?
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
I don't...
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Yeah, it has nothing to...
Not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this
I don't think
Suzuki
there's the kind of
exists.
slack. See,
Well,
that's what they say.
I guess not.
Like,
but-
the eyeball has muscles around the... Because your eyes can move. They have muscles. And then this... Maybe. I don't know. Summarize for me.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done!
Okay. Well, this is a good breaking point. Oops. Never mind. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge
Bon
smile.
appetit.
Bon appetit. Did She picked up a spoonful? No, actually, she tried to pick up the... What? She dropped it.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Eris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate, the diner echoed with it, and before long...
Thanks for the food!
Aika took a muss. Eris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Ota,
Aw,
well done.
thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again!
Thank you! Come back soon!
We're gonna go menu. We're gonna log out. And that's gonna be it for this today, most likely. Unless I get the inclination to play it later. Anyways, quit. Yes. But if you enjoyed it, you know, I don't know, I hope you enjoyed it. Pretty fun. I like playing games. It's really fun when people come and chat and talk to me once in a while. Sorry that Twitch just literally they just did a dunk on me. I don't know why they do that. It might be a Discord thing or OBS. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I'll do a little VR chat or something, and I'll see you soon.